Hey everybody, this is Sean Leisha from the Karaite Jews of America. I just want to take a quick moment and show you where we are on this website we are building of Karaite texts. So far, I'll show you what we've got. It's mostly in Hebrew, but the liturgy part, the songs and stuff, you'll see English transliteration and English translation. So let me give you a quick preview. We're in the section here, there's the Tanakh, which is the Hebrew Bible. There's a section called Halacha, which are works of religious law, and a section called liturgy. Let me click on liturgy first, just so you could see something that has some English and Hebrew. And you click on liturgy, and right now this has no architecture to it. It's just there in alphabetical order. But you could see this song here, Anochi, Anochi. It's got an introduction, which tells you when it's recited. If you go down here, it tells you like a little bit more information about it. So it's liturgy, it's biblical verses, meaning this section here is a string of biblical verses. It tells you when you say it on Shabbat Yitro and Shabbat Ve'et Hanan. So these are the Shabbats for reading of the Ten Commandments. And that's also described up here as well. It tells you when you read it after this other song, which we also have here called Ve'ah Ochma, and before the Ten Commandments. So like you will click on this up here. We'll work a little bit on the user interface. You click here and you could see you got the Hebrew here on the left, the transliteration on the right. It has the English under it. The next version we push through will actually show you that all of these verses have the word ani or anochi in it, because that's how the Ten Commandments start. So, and we'll probably put that in red for you here, so you could see it with your eyes what's going on. Few interface issues will make the screen less wide, so it's easier on the eyes to read. But that's basically it. And then if somebody wants to, they could click on these verses and actually go to the relevant verse, so they could see where this came from. Let's do one more here. And let's go to Eviona Share. Eviona Share, you'll see it's going to open up twice again. We'll just close one just to fix it. Eviona Share is read during the Akedah, and that was there in the introduction as well. And you have the Hebrew on the left, the transliteration on the right, and the translation on the bottom. And that's the way it works. So let's close this. And again, all these have introductions for all these poems or songs, and when they're said, should be really useful and informative. Let's go back here to texts. Let's click on Halacha. We currently have two books up and loaded. One is Yeriot Shlomo, which is a late 1800s Karaite explanation of Karaite law by Hacham Shlomo Afeda HaKohen. And you could see here, by the way, this is just dummy text. If you're familiar with like American English or English documents that have dummy text, it says lorem ipsum dolor sit. I don't remember what the rest is, right? So that's just dummy text. It's going to get replaced with information about the author and about the book. You just click on this if you want. And this is basically the first chapter, and it talks to you about the day. The second chapter is about Shabbat. Let's just click on that. And you've got a chapter there about Shabbat. And you'll see anything you want to know about Shabbat, at least according to this, this book. And that's that. Like you could see here, the links are not fully enabled. We'll eventually enable these, so you could click here and then go to the proper section. And then the final book I will show you is Aderet Eliyahu. Let's go back to texts. Aderet Eliyahu is the last summation of Karaite law, the last great summation of a codification of Karaite law by a guy named Hacham Eliyahu Bashiachi. He lived in Byzantium about 500, 600 years ago. So the first chapter here, it's about the day and the night. You can click on it and you can see the first chapter and what he says. And in fact, you can go here, and I think this link works. Yeah. And you could see, if you read Hebrew, you can see what he says and then click, oh, he says that. Well, let me see what it's actually saying in that verse. I hope this is useful to you. I hope it's exciting for you. We're going to get all as much as possible Karaite literature up online. We're hoping to get way more English up online as well, like Aderet Eliyahu and Yeriot Shlomo are only Hebrew, and hopefully it'll be exciting and useful to you. Take good care, everybody, and Happy New Year.